I'm making a choice-driven game where every decision shifts the story. It's not just coding. It's designing consequences, emotions, and what it really means to let the player decide. So I'm gonna end up showing y'all what I created in HTML. I think the first episode of me making this, y'all should have already saw it, so this should be the vlog coming out right after it. As of right now, I do want to hop on Free Code Camp because I missed a couple of days of getting on there, and I do want to make sure that I eventually get the certificate at some point. And I'm also learning, right? I don't know everything in HTML. I don't know everything in CSS. I do know the basics, but I am trying to progress in web design. And then probably later today, when I do end up getting out of work, y'all will be coming along with me though. So let me go and show you this code. So I have this code written like this. This is called choice driven. I just don't know why that was my game, but that's what it's called. And this isn't going to be the exact product, and it's not going to be like a zombie attack. This is literally a prototype of the game that I'm going to be creating. Is to go for something like this. So it's like, decide your fate. I want to be with blank. You know, they got a name down here, my CEO, my best friend, of course. And I just think it's going to be pretty cool. The buttons, they're going to look really nice, and I just can't wait to end up getting into that and styling it. But I do want to talk about the intention of the video game I am creating, which is going to be something like episode of the decision game, right? The intention behind it is not for it to be an actual game, because I know some people, they're probably going to also comment and be like, oh, you know, this may not be something that could be profitable or be like people are actually going to play it. And it's like, yeah, that's not the point. I know that when it comes to, you know, coding and especially HTML, CSS and stuff like that, when it comes to creating projects, you're supposed to create projects that actually means something to you. And I feel like for me, I'm really going to enjoy creating this project. But then on top of that, I probably wouldn't even really put this project on my resume if I were, you know, whenever I eventually get into that, which is so further in the future. But I probably wouldn't put this project on it. I'm simply creating this game because I know I will have a blast doing it, and my memory's so bad that even though I'm behind the game, I wouldn't even know what's next. That's how bad my memory is. So I'm like, I know I'm gonna like this game. It's gonna be lit. And then eventually too, like, I want to add things like leveling up, and like I said, that takes a lot of JavaScript, and I only know HTML and CSS like to its core, but JavaScript is, I really want to learn it, and I think it's something that motivates me to learn JavaScript, because if I don't have a motivator to learn it, then I feel like it's gonna be hard for me to learn it. And because I know JavaScript is the key to making this choice-driven game being like episode or decisions, I know I need to learn it, that it drives me so hard to end up learning JavaScript, and it's amazing. And but yeah, so I'm not expecting this game to be crazy. I'm literally just wanting to create it so I could play it, and then my brother can probably play it. Maybe, yeah, probably just my brother, honestly. And I feel like it would just be so cool to be able to create something like that and actually it be a video game, if that makes sense. But I know it's going to take a lot of thought. That's why I'm trying to create a prototype right now. And I also believe too, this is going to be a good thing for me to do for when it comes to me learning IT, because eventually I want to end up learning IT. And I think my issue is like I'm taking basically two courses. I'm taking a JavaScript course, I'm taking a web design course. And I'm like, that's going to be very difficult for me to take a third course, which is IT. But if I'm sitting here and I'm creating a video game, I feel like I don't necessarily have to focus on the courses aspect, and I can learn JavaScript and continue to learn HTML and CSS the more I proceed down making this video game. So it'll be a more fun learning experience to me, because now when I'm doing the game, I'm gonna be like, oh, how can I make it to where if you click this button, it could take you back to this section because you clicked the wrong button? Or like, how can I make it to where you could restart? I don't know how to make a restart button. You know, you fail, you could restart, right? Something like that. And then eventually when I start asking those questions and I go to Google, or I go to like, you know, websites or documentations that talk about that, it's like, oh my goodness, now I'm learning more JavaScript. So now when it ends up coming to another part of the game, and I can do what I just learned over there now. And I'm thinking maybe that's probably going to be the best way to keep myself fresh off of HTML and off of CSS and off of JavaScript. Mainly though, I think it's really JavaScript that keeps everything going, because you can make a new button in JavaScript. So I don't think my HTML is going to be too crazy. Me wanting to eventually get into IT and still be able to know everything. It's like, at least I'm working on this game in the background, and it's going to be helping me proceed in learning my JavaScript while also learning IT. And it's just going to be a real fun experience. And I'm getting a little glimpse of it because I've been asking different places to like show me a choice driven game in its code. And that's what I have been looking at and been studying their code, and not like full-blown studying, but just looking at just to see like what are the things that I will be looking forward to writing. And a lot of it in JavaScript is function, and that's not something that I know. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy, but I just cannot wait, man. I think it's perfect for what I'm trying to do. And this is a lot of talking. Let's get into the cinematic. Look, y'all, it's a snail. They're so cute. I wonder, is he okay? Like, I mean, obviously he's outside, he's in his habitat, but like, where the hell do snails be? How the hell did he even get over here? Oh my goodness, the way it looked at me, gang. I'm sorry, snail. Scared it. Oh, I forgot I had the keys. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna end up ending this vlog right here. This is right before I end up going to work. I'm gonna get a couple of things done, but this vlog is over. And I do want to mention that whenever I hit 30 days, I think I'm on like day 26 right now, day 27, I'm not too sure. I'm hoping to get the prototype done and then probably a couple more vlogs all the way up until day 30. But on day 30 and forward, I think this channel is gonna take it's gonna do like a huge switch, but it's gonna, or not a huge switch, it's gonna have better content. I feel like I haven't been pre-planning a lot because I was just trying to think of like, how can I get a video out for today and whatever that I'm doing, right? But I feel like I've had a great idea, especially little project ideas that allow me to continue to use HTML and CSS, but then also make it real fun for a YouTube video. And then like, if it takes a while, part 1, part 2, but it's supposed to be like a really cool couple ideas. A couple of them are supposed to be like funny, a couple of them are challenges, a couple of them are going to be like the normal videos that I make, like day 23 of learning how to code, I did this, right? But, and then some vlogs. So it's still gonna have some vlogs, you're still gonna have some of the same content that I have, but I have some funny like builds or website ideas where I'm gonna make websites, and it's just, that's just basically where it's gonna be, just with HTML, CSS for now, because I don't know too much of JavaScript, but when I do, it's gonna make it even better, where I'm recreating other websites. But you know, for my first month of learning how to code, I only wanted to create 4 projects, and which I ended up doing. They weren't necessarily like too crazy, but you know, for someone who knows how to code, or who's just learning how to code, that's pretty lit. But yeah, so these ones that are going to be coming more in the future, man, I'm going to really take my time on them. In a sense, I think they're going to be really funny to make. I think it will really motivate me to like finish the project. And this video right here, deuce.